to my live stream lecture. And before I get in today's very important lecture, I just want to thank everybody for tuning in. The focus of this lecture is going to be the growth of my YouTube channel, the growth of my YouTube channel. You know, my channel is a little over 3 years old, and I got monetized January of 2023. So the focus of this lecture is going to be the growth of my YouTube channel. But before I get into this lecture, I just kind of I'm going to do this live stream from 11 a.m. to 12 noon. And I do have a lot of concepts I want to talk about. I'm going to just kind of give an overview of the main concepts I'm going to do. I'm going to do an acknowledgement. I'm going to present my mission, goals, and objective to not just my YouTube channel, but my company. But I'm going to mainly present how I'm linking my mission, goals, and objective into my company, my YouTube channel, and my brand. I'm going to present some things that I no longer do as a content creator or have never done. I'm going to present towards the end the trajectory path for my YouTube channel for 2024. I'm going to acknowledge all of my business affiliates and my members, and I'm going to bring it to closure. So that's pretty much the format that I'm going to present. I see folks are chiming in. I really do appreciate that. But before I get into this, I just want to take a moment to acknowledge and give thanks to the following individuals who have given support to my channel, rather with super chats, stickers, or on an ongoing basis. That financial contribution: A Resilient Dad, Pieces of April, Big Rooster, Unbiased LLC, Chocolate Drop, and Georgia Girl. Those are some individuals who have contributed on a financial basis to my channel throughout various of times. So I just want to acknowledge those individuals. I want to also acknowledge my 6 members. Linda Brown and Sue Todd are 2 of my members who are not content creators. I've been knowing Linda for over 30 something years. I've been knowing Sue for over 10, 11 years on a personal level. They are not content creators. These individuals know who Marie Holiday is. I want to also give thanks to Georgia Girl. She's also a member to my channel. Pandy, Hair Care Candy, and more. Be Amazing Sylvia, and Wax Ups Decorate. I just want to thank those individuals for joining my membership. They didn't have to do that. One of the things I am going to mention in my deliverance is, you know, amassing members is not even a focus of my channel. It's not even in my business plan. If a person do want to join, you know, they're driven by purpose to want to join my channel. You know, and that ties into the content, and I'm here to tell you. So I'm going to go ahead and present, and I tell anyone, one of the things I've always done, you know, even though I retired September 2023 and I had my company simultaneously throughout my working life, my company, Paris and Associates Resource Center, you gotta have a mission. I've always known to have a strategic business plan for whatever you do as a businessman and woman. My YouTube channel falls under a service under my company. So you gotta have a mission, goals, and objective. You know, that's the driving force behind what you do. I don't care what that what is, a content creator or writing a book or whatever. So I'm going to literally read the mission, goals, and objective to my company, and you're going to hear how I link the mission, goals, and objective to my company, my book, and my YouTube channel, which is literally, I'm presenting off my about face on my YouTube channel. And first of all, my mission, goals, and objectives of my business, which is also my YouTube channel. I'm on the road to get 200,000 subscribers. I'm thinking I'm well over 180 something thousand subscribers. So I'm on the trajectory path to make that happen. I created my channel as a way to share my experience of how I rose from financial destruction to financial freedom. You know, my book, Await Financial Freedom, hit all major bookstores well over 2 years ago. My book got accepted by a world-renowned publishing company. So I wrote my book under my company. Latter part of last year, this powerful book, Await Financial Freedom, became available in audiobook. I went through 2 different publishing companies. who they did a phenomenal job in transforming my manuscript into a finished book. So that's literally also on my business plan that I did always done a business plan. But when I initially started writing the manuscript for my book, I literally had that on my business plan. So that's all in my about face on my YouTube channel. The overall concept of my channel is for the viewer to gain valuable tips about money, financing, budgeting, investment tips, and how I rose from financial destruction. You're going to learn all of that insight about that. You're going to get tips on how to just rise above any financial situation. You will learn strategic ways to get out of debt and remain debt-free. I've been debt-free for well over 10 years, and I use my own book as a resource to sustain that. The viewer will gain valuable information by listening and paying attention as I share my knowledge in live stream lectures. I also share my specialty coffee making tips. That's just a hobby of mine. I get a lot of comments behind my specialty coffee making tips. I'm a coffee drinker, but I don't do sugar. But one of my hobbies is I make those specialty coffees, just like a person may bake pies or cookies. That don't mean they're eating all of that. That's just a hobby of mine. So that specialty coffee making tips is clearly laid out in my mission, goals, and objective. I also do travel blogs. I did a spiritual journey to Cairo, Egypt in December for a couple of weeks. Take a look at my YouTube channel. I did a lot of live footage when I was over in Cairo, Egypt, visiting many of the ancient Egyptian temples and tombs. So check that out. So there's all in there. So the travel blogs, I give informative, motivational topics. So support and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also, my book, Awake Financial Freedom, is available on all major platforms: Amazon, Barnes & Nobles, on Apple iTunes, Google Play, and also in audiobook. So all of that is integrated on my about face, which ties into the mission, goals, and objective of my company. And I also acknowledge Page Publishing Company and Audiobook Network in terms of doing a phenomenal job for transforming my manuscript into a finished book. This is just a glimpse. This mission, goals, and objective. If you don't have a mission, goals, and objective for what you do, how are you going to measure your progress? That's basic business 101. So that's one of the things I've always done is I have on my business plan specific goals in relation to my YouTube channel. That's number one. I'm going to talk about some things that I do not do as a content creator, that I do not do or never done. I do not spend time on video editing. To me, I just like I'm live streaming or whatever I do, I just go for it. When I'm done, I upload. It's the end of it. So I spend no time on video editing or looking for search engine optimization or editing my videos. I no longer create and promote my playlists because it's all about maximizing my time. Just like I'm doing this live stream, the minute I'm done, I'm going to deplug and move on with the rest of my day. I don't have to worry about editing. It is what it is, and that ties into when you know your craft. I do not support. I do not chime in on live streams with other content creators. What I mean by sometimes you see many content creators on live streaming together. That's something I do not do. I can support in other ways versus, going on those other live stream panels. Again, you got to be mindful of your time. I do not spend a lot of time on worrying about metadata, meaning analytics. I'm aware of it, but I do not spend time focusing on metadata, analytics, etc. I don't create my content based off analytics. I create my content based off, I'm guided by the Spirit. You know, I may come up with an idea, I'm going to present that topic, and etc. So I do not spend a whole lot of time focusing on analytics. I do not spend a lot of time, again, on search engine optimizations, meaning you keywords to come up with your title. Again, that's eating up your time. I do not spend time on descriptions, tags, and in-stream at all as a content creator. I only promote my videos. I do promote my YouTube channel on Facebook and Instagram. That's just a matter of a click of a button, and I'm promoting my business. I do not promote my channel on none of those other social media platforms in any shape, form, or fashion. I do not run contests or giveaways to increase engagement, members, or subscribers. Because my belief and my thought on that, a person is going to engage your channel based off your content, your deliverance. Is it motivational, inspiring, educational? Because people want information of value versus running contests and all that. To each his own. That's not something I do. I do not produce mini trailers for upcoming content. I may market, you know, like I'm doing this live stream, so I put on my community wall, yeah, I'm going to do this live stream, but I do not market or my upcoming videos or any kind of mini trailers, because again, that'll be sucking away my time. I do nothing at all to improve video production quality at all. You know, I have used my cell phone since day one. I'm not wasting my time worrying about production or quality. Because let me tell you something. When you are presenting valuable information, people don't care about quality. You can have top of the line equipment in production, but if your content is weak, or it's dramified, or negative, or if you're not getting to the point, you're going to lose the audience. So I do nothing to improve my video production quality. I focus on my content. I focus on my deliverance. I have purchased zero other type of equipment, such as microphones, speakers, etc. Zero. The only thing I've gotten is a laptop, because I kind of need a laptop for other things, and I've always had a laptop in my home. I do not use I do not host, there you go. I do not host other content creators live stream. And the reason why I don't do that, because I'm very protected of my brand. You know, I work for my company, Parents and Associates Resource Center, which I'm going to talk about, is 20-something years strong, been around long before YouTube generating money. So I have a brand to protect. So that's another reason why I don't align myself like that to other content creators if it's going to have an impact on my brand. I can support in many other ways. I do not have moderators for my channel, or do I moderate other channels. Remember, you got to value your time. I do not use StreamYard or other apps as a content creator, you know, in any shape, form, or fashion. I do use the free portion of TubeBuddy just to look at certain analytics, and that's it. I no longer promote my membership to my channel. I do have some promotional videos that are older on my channel, but in moving forward, I do not promote my membership to my channel. That is not a focus of my channel. I do not want to amass any more memberships at all. If a person want to join my channel, that's fine. That's on them. They'll get the standard perks, and I do other acknowledgments and etc. And I'm more behind the scene. You can support a person in many ways behind the scene, and I'm here to tell you. And also, you got to be mindful of your time. I do not conduct visual storytelling. And what I mean by that, in terms of meaning, I do not, for example, to craft a narrative using visuals, animations, or slideshows on any of my content, because again, you got to be mindful of your time. I do none of those things. None in any shape, form, or fashion as a content creator. And I have seen explosive growth in my YouTube channel since September of 2023 to now. In January last month, I got awarded the silver play button by YouTube for passing that 100,000 subscriber milestone. So I do not do those things that I just rattled off. That frees me up so I can focus on my content and keep creating a balance and move on with the rest of my day and the rest of my week and the rest of my life. And I'm here to tell you. So now let's get down to terms of what I do, what some things that I do in terms for the growth of my channel. You know, and some people might not want to hear this, but I'm gonna break this thing down because this ties into the footwork behind my channel. My channel is going to be limitlessly, like I said, I do have a mission, goals, and objective for my YouTube channel that directly links to my business, Parents and Associate Resource Center. It links to my book, Awake Financial Freedom, and it's clearly indicated in my About section on my YouTube channel. That is a must. I also, in addition, I have specific measurable goals, objectives indicated on my business plan. And this is my business plan right here. My business plan, and I updated it before I did this live stream. Currently right now, my business plan is 20 pages. My business plan is 20 pages long. So I have measurable objectives. I have measurable objectives, things that I must do for the growth of my YouTube channel, my company, and my business. For example, one of my goals is to attain 200,000 subscribers. That is a goal. The measurable objective, when you got a goal, you got to have a measurable objective that link to the goal. So some steps, meaning action plans that I would do until I reach that 200 subscriber milestone. I do 20 to 30 shorts of live screens, combination of shorts, videos, of live screens, 15 to 20 a day, early in the morning before I start my day until I hit that benchmark. Because the more you produce content, publish content, that's going to have a direct impact on your views, watch hours, and subscribers. So that action, measurable objective, 15 to 20 uploads a day, is directly linked into me reaching that goal of 200 subscriber milestone. That's the work. That's a lot, what a lot of folks don't want to do. They don't want to do the work behind the scenes. And I'm here to tell you, you gotta have, most important, you gotta have, and I don't just have business plans or objectives for my YouTube channel. I got objectives in here for my financial goal. You know, I got objectives in here for Parents and Associates in terms of my professional coaching. It's all laid out. This thing, I'm always known to do a strategic business plan. A business plan, if you don't have a business plan in place, how are you going to measure your progress? How are you going to, you can have a financial goal. You can have a financial goal to invest $10,000 within 12 months. That's a goal. So some measurable steps to link to that goal, 30% or 50% of your paycheck, you are going to invest. That's action. That's measurable. And you need to, your business plan, you have to be looking at that business plan, touching that business plan, updating that business plan, revising that business plan. It's the what behind what you do, and even as a content creator, and I'm here to tell you, I create thumbnails. This is another important piece that I do. I create thumbnails that tie into my title to my videos. It takes no time to do a thumbnail. I'm going to do a thumbnail for this lecture, and that thumbnail is going to be congruent with the growth of my YouTube channel. That's critical that your thumbnail link to your topic. Another thing that I do is real important. Here's the money piece now. I pay for promotional videos. I pay for promotional videos to promote my book, my business, and my company. I spend a tremendous amount of money for promotional YouTube videos, meaning paid advertising on a monthly basis to promote various of my videos, my book, my company, my YouTube channel. I'm gonna go to my YouTube studio, and I'm gonna go to, and I'm gonna give you an example. YouTube studio, and I can go in and pull up. I'm gonna pull up a particular one. When you start investing, and that's a business write-off. I met my CPA yesterday. He got all my information for my business expenses. But for example, when I go to my YouTube studio, and if I go to my area where I can pull up promotions, and I currently right now got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I'm currently right now got about 15 paid promotions running right now. And I'm gonna give you an example. I'm gonna go to my phone, my other phone. One of my paid promotions that's running is active. One of my paid promotions was for my audio book, Awake Financial Freedom. That paid promotion, they have ran that promotion, and I started that promotion. When did I start that? That promotion started running that promotion started running December 1st, and it's going to run to February 29, 2024. I have allocated a budget of $700 for the totality of that. And that promotion, that particular promotional video for my audiobook has gained over 3 million views, 14,000 new subscribers from that promotion. And it ain't just promoting my book, it's also gained me 14,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel. And by that book being promoted, and I'm gonna bring it up real quick. It's doing twofold. It's driving sales for my book, it's increasing my subscriber count, and it's also driving sales to my company. So I'm gonna go to that particular video. And that's just one example.
Every night.
Here's my promotional video for my
Palisade versus Nissan Pathfinder.
my book. Let me get out of this commercial.
And what Pathfinder.
That's one promotional video I will forever run, because I'm killing two birds in one stone. It's driving sales to my book, Awake Financial Freedom. That promotional video has gained me 14,822 new subscribers since I started paying for that particular one on my YouTube channel. Then when people check out my YouTube channel, then it's driving them towards my business website, Paris and Associates Resource Center. So that's 3 stones all together. And this is something that I've been doing in terms of paid promotion for several months under my YouTube channel. I'm gonna show you another one that got running for paid promotion.
Ladies
ladies and gentlemen, this is Marie Holiday. I am descending into, actually inside of the tomb of the great Ramsey the First here in the Sahara Desert. And this is ancient Egyptian people. You're literally looking at live footage of the tomb of the great Ramsey the First inside of the Egyptian tomb here in the Sahara Desert. That particular video, I've been running a paid promotion for that, and it has attained well over 4,000 new subscribers, 3 million views, and so now it's driving subscriber count on my YouTube channel. When people come to my YouTube channel to get exposed to my business website, they found out about my book. So again, I'm killing 3 birds in 1 stone. So this is something I have done for several months in terms of to promote my product, to promote my brand, to promote my company, to promote my book, to promote my YouTube channel. I've always known to do this and to write it off as a business expense. But make no mistake, even if you're paying for your marketing, your paid promotional marketing, when a person come to your business website, or they check out a video trailer for your book, or they check out videos to your YouTube channel, you still got to have the goods to bring to the table. You got to have a mission, goals, and objective. You got to have motivational topics, thought-provoking topics, educational topics, useful to the listener, because just because they've been exposed to your product or your service or your channel, they still got to be driven to purchase this book. They still got to be driven to enter a contractual agreement with me to develop the strategic business plan. That's one of the primary services that I provide. Or they got to be driven to hit that subscribe button to support my channel. So that's just a strategic marketing tool, but you still got to have the goods to bring to the table for that, to draw that person in, to support your brand, to purchase your product, your service, and etc. And that's ongoing. I generate more money from my book sales and my business versus YouTube. I only use YouTube as a marketing strategy to increase my other streams of income from my company and my book. Make no mistake, and I'm here to tell you. But that marketing piece is very, very important. That's basic business 101. You're not going to be able to elevate your brand, your product, or your service if you do not market exposure to the world. And I'm here to tell you, when I did my live stream blogging in Cairo, Egypt, that time that I was over there, I gained over 40,000 new subscribers by tapping into international markets. My book sales were off the chain, at full capacity in terms of my primary service under my company, all because of exposure in marketing, various form of marketing, not just paid promotional marketing. You know, I'm always passing out business cards, meeting people in the real world, flyers, etc. I mean, it does not stop. And I'm here to tell you, that's the biggest piece. That's the money piece right there. That's the money. But I got the goods to bring to the table, because I know basic business 101, if you are not investing a degree of money in marketing, you're only going to be kind of stagnated with your product and your service and your brand. And remember, it's all a 100% business write-off. You must, the person, even with all of that marketing and promotional, the person must be driven to subscribe to my channel, to purchase my book, or enter into a contractual agreement for business coaching to develop the strategic business plan. I'm currently at full capacity with that service. I actually have a 6-month wait list, so I'm not taking any new customers for professional coaching services. So they still got to be driven as you invest money into paid promotion. I spend time. Another point that I do, which is very important, is I spend a lot of time every month reading and adhering to the YouTube community guidelines and staying abreast of all of the new community guidelines. You must do this. Don't go off hearsay or someone else's experience. You gotta spend time reading those guidelines, you know, staying abreast of those guidelines, doing those tutorials, you know, because especially when you get monetized, or even if you're not monetized and you're striving to get monetized, you know, you gotta stay. I don't go off hearsay. I've always known to go to the source in anything, especially dealing with any kind of business or anything important. Go to the source. By evidence of my being awarded that silver play button that I'm displaying in the bite of this live stream lecture, you know, by reaching that first 100,000 plus subscriber milestone. You know, those were many other stringent requirements I had to meet before YouTube sent me that award. So, you know, that's very important. You gotta spend time. You got to know those guidelines. You know, a lot of times I hear a lot of people, some of these people are on YouTube, these content creators, talking about various situations and etc. And from what I'm hearing, the words that I'm hearing that's coming out of the mouth are not congruent with the guidelines. You know, you gotta read these guidelines. I'm here to tell you. You know, some of the stringent requirements that I had to meet to be awarded that is my channel had to be active, showing uploads within the past 6 months. I could not have had any active community guidelines violations, or haven't received any in the past 365 days. So, like, again, I'm going to make sure I stay abreast of these guidelines, and I'm telling you that has had a direct impact on the growth of my channel, similar to my marketing. My paid marketing has had a direct growth to my YouTube channel. You gotta be in compliance to all of the YouTube terms of service. I have those YouTube terms of service printed out. I'm always looking at that information, revisiting that. You know, that's important. That ties directly into the success of my channel, the growth of my channel. In order to get that silver play button award, I have not been suspended at all from the YouTube partner program. My channel was not terminated or linked to any account that has been terminated. YouTube looks at all of that. That's why, as a businesswoman, I'm not aligning myself like that with another content creator. I can support people in other ways, but I'm not going to align my brand with another content creator, because if that content creator mess around and their channel is suspended or terminated, then if you are linked to that channel, then you are also in violation of the guidelines based off how I interpret this raw data. That's why I don't fool with nobody like that. You do not have any content that is deceptive, spammy. I'm making sure I'm doing on point, ain't doing none of those. Making sure I'm adhering to all of those guidelines, and that has had a direct impact on the success of my channel. Most importantly, I make sure that my content is original. That ties into the guidelines. That my content is original. I'm not pulling from anybody else's content or compilations or mixing. I'm not downloading. No, I make sure all of my content is original, because if you're using someone else's content, that is in a violation of the YouTube community guidelines. So I make sure my content is original. This is my information I am presenting, live streaming, and etc. I'm not pulling from anybody else's information. I'm not copying anybody else's information at all. You gotta make sure your stuff is original. All of those things that I've done throughout the life of my channel has had a direct impact on the success of my channel. You know, especially the original work. You know, do not violate copyright guidelines, and that's serious. Copyright guidelines is real big in the academic world, the YouTube world, the publishing world. You know, can't nobody take my published book and just change the title and that's all they're doing and submit my work. I can sue them for violation of copyright laws. It's a reason for that. And YouTube ain't no different. So make sure your content has no nudity or sexual content, no hateful content, harassment, no cyberbullying. Make sure you ain't doing none of that. I'll make sure I'm adhering to all of those guidelines. No harmful or dangerous content, no violent graphic content. I make sure I stay away from all of that in any shape, form, or fashion, and that directly links to the success and growth of my channel. Because you got to remember, you're in the house of YouTube. We got to abide by their guidelines and their contractual agreement. Don't go off what anybody else is saying, because when you get monetized, you're under a contractual agreement with YouTube and you are agreeing to adhere to all of those guidelines. So I make sure, and I'm telling you, that has had a direct impact on my channel, meeting many of those eligibility requirements to get that silver play button award as a content creator. And I'm here to tell you, and I'm telling you, all of that has played a role in terms of what I do behind the scene, in terms of the success and the growth of my channel. And I'm gonna put emphasis on in terms of, for example, since January of 2023, over a year ago, all the way up until now, no, January 2024. I'm gonna focus on January 2024, last month, because I spent a lot of time footwork behind the scene with shorts, live streams, videos. My published work in January of 2024, for that 1 month, I did 271 shorts, 37 videos, 32 live streams. That's a total of 340 published content in 1 month. That is work. That has a direct link on my views, my watch hours, my subscribers. That is work. And I do it in a way where I work it into my routine. I move on with the rest of my day. That is work, consistency, dedication, and effort. And I'm pushing 200,000 subscribers, and I'm clocking these kind of this amount of published work at where I'm at on my channel. So if I'm functioning at this level, and I've been functioning at this level for several months, since September 2023 all the way up until now, I'm just quoting numbers for 1 month. So if I'm operating at this level and I'm pushing 200,000 subscribers, then that validates, even when you become monetized, you got to do the blood, sweat, tears, the consistency, the dedication, the effort. I'm a Marine. I survived Desert Storm, so I don't do easy. I am internally driven. There's only, and to do this volume of work and still be in compliance with those YouTube guidelines, this is what a lot of people don't want to hear. And I'm here to tell you, they don't want to have to do the consistency, the work, the dedication behind the scene. 340 published videos in 1 month. 1 month, and I still maintain that's work. And I'm not just talking about getting on this camera. No, I'm talking about, we ain't even talk about all of the research I do behind the scene before I do the lecture. This is research. This ain't nothing but research behind the scene, so I can be ready for the 340 published content that I did in January. We ain't talking about the research. This before I even, you think I just got on this camera and I'm rattling off this stuff? Pay attention. You notice I presented my outline. There's a format. There's preparation and deliverance. That's the work behind the scene. That has had a direct impact on my channel, reaching almost 200,000 subscribers. People subscribe to my channel because I'm presenting information of value, and I'm here to tell you, this thing is real. This has had a direct impact on YouTube publishing my content, pushing my content into the algorithm. We ain't even talk about the algorithm. My work has had a direct impact on YouTube, pushing my channel into the algorithm, but make no mistake, Marie Holiday doing the work. January 2024, all by itself, in January 2024, I clocked 2.5 thousand watch hours, 319,000 views in 1 month, and 150,000 new subscribers, all in the month of January of 2024, all because of the blood, sweat, and tears. That's work. You're talking about 2.5 thousand watch hours in 1 month of January 2024, 319,000 views, and 150,000 new subscribers in 1 month. That's all because of the footwork that I'm doing behind the scene on a continuous basis, and I've been functioning at this level aggressively since September of 2023 to now. September 2023, the early part of September 2023, I only had 1,200 subscribers. I had 1,200 subscribers September of 2023. Here we are now, February of 2024, and I'm pushing 200,000 subscribers. This is work. This ain't no joke. This is work behind the scene that a lot of people ain't talking about. This is blood, sweat, tears on a daily basis as a content creator, and I'm here to tell you. Also, in addition, with those 37 videos, that's a lot of work. That's a lot of work. That's a lot of work on an ongoing basis. In addition, based on my top 100 videos in January, I'm getting this from my studio, people watch mostly recent uploads in January 2024. So people watch, 11% of my viewers watch recent uploads, 83% of my viewers watch videos from August of December of last year, and 6% watch videos that were over 6 months old. So it kind of gave a breakdown of how they were looking at my material in January of 2024. This is real. I'm here to tell you. This is a lot of tremendous amount of work. Also in January 2024, my channel gained 60,288 likes, 448 shares, and 138 comments, all in 1 month on my channel. And I got all of this information from my YouTube studio. So those are some things that I've done behind the scene aggressively since September of 2023. I've always done work at this level since the birth of my channel, but more aggressively, these are some things that I've done behind the scene since September to 2023 all the way up until now. And most importantly, one of the things I've always done, and I think this is very, very important as a content creator, you gotta make sure that not only being prepared with your topics, whatever research that you may have to do, and sometimes my research involves, reading various books. Sometimes my research involves going out in the field, in the footwork, and interviewing live people, gathering data, gathering that raw data, or reading books, various ways that I'm gathering that raw data before I present that information in front of the camera based on the topic. You also, as a content creator, is very important. You must have a format to everything you do. You gotta have a format. For all of my published content, I have a format, and that format can tie into having a format for your videos, your live streams, your lectures, your shorts. That's very important. Be prepared when you do your published content, but you gotta have a format. You know, one of the things I've always done since the life of my channel is there's a 3-step format that I use. There's a 3-step format that I use for all of my published content, whether it's videos, live streams, shorts, lectures, uploads. And that 3-part format, that part 1 is the opening. You know, the opening, the introduction, whatever, however you want to call it. That opening, the introduction, you present your outline. Everybody's style is different. Acknowledgement, all that's done in the opening. Call to action. Another thing that's done in the opening, you always want to clearly state what your topic of the published content will be about. You know, even with the shorts, that will always, you know, even with your short, there's a format to your shorts, believe it or not. So that's that part 1 to your published content. That's very, very important. And then once you've done that part 1, that's part 2 of a format that I use, which is critical. Part 2 is the topic. The topic is actually presented. The core, the meat of the content is presented in the video. You know, done your opening, your acknowledgement, your outline. Then part 2, present the content, the meat. Get down to business. If you notice, when I started, I did my opening, my acknowledgement, I presented my outline, then I say, okay, let's get down to business. We're in the meat part of this. This is the meat. And believe it or not, viewers, when they're coming to these social media platforms, especially to get information on a certain topic or whatever you're trying to present, they're coming for the meat. Get down to business. And then part 3, which is simple, the closure. If you can go listen to any one of my 2,000, I don't know how many videos I got. I think I got 2,000. I got well over 2,000 videos. If you go and listen to any one of my videos, even the first one I did 3 years ago, there's the opening, the topic, and the closure. Bam! That's your format. I always knew to do that. You got that's the 3-step format right there. If you listen to a lot of my material, I'm doing that introduction, content, closure, I'm done. I'm not going back and forth in the comment dialogue. I'm going to acknowledge my viewers. I got some viewers chiming in. I appreciate that. But I'm here to get down to business, so I can deplug and move on the rest of my day. And then you get down to the closure. The closure is just signing off. You know, I have a signature closure. I have a signature closure unique to Marie Holiday. In that closure, you can also let folks know of your next live, upcoming topic, or etc. So that's your closure. I'm gonna always close simplify, simple fidelis. I'm a Marine, that's always faithful. You listen to a lot of my videos, that's my closure. When I say simplify and do that salute, I'm done. I'm gone. That's it. That's my closure. So you gotta have 3 parts to your published content. That's something I always done as a content creator. And I'm telling you, that has a direct impact on the growth of your channel, because when folks come to my channel, they know what they're gonna get. They know what they're gonna get. They know they're gonna get that introduction. I'm gonna introduce what that topic is gonna be about. I'm gonna introduce, acknowledge, I'm gonna state the topic, present the topic, closure, I'm done. Folks know, my almost 200,000 subscribers know what they're getting to my channel that ties into your brand. That's the business side. That ties into marketing. Ties into the brand, ties into your marketing, ties into the growth of your channel. When I got a lot of international subscribers, these folks know what they're getting. They're gonna get that 3-part format, then I'm down to business, I'm closed, I'm done. That has had a direct impact on the growth of my channel since day 1. Even my book, if you read a book, there's an outline, there's chapters. There's the introduction, there's the meat, and there's the closure to the book. Same concept. Utilize for your YouTube channel. And then, that's it. And I'm gonna present the trajectory path of where my channel's going. Then I'm going to get ready to bring it to closure. Let me see how we're doing on time. 11:49. That's pretty good because I say I want to do from 11 to 12. So I'm on point. The trajectory path on where I'm taking my channel for 2024. And I've already indicated this on my business plan. You better believe that. It's written down on my 20-something page. I think I got it in here. Let me pull out the new goals. There we go. Page 21 of my business plan. Talk about this. There we go. First of all, I'm going to continue to do everything that I just talked about. I'm going to focus on my content deliverance versus analytics. I'm going to have working knowledge of my analytics, but I'm not going to be focused or obsessed with it. It's not going to have any kind of impact on what content I deliver. And I'm going to also, one of the things I'm going to do, and I wrote down on my business plan on page 21, I'm going to just hit a couple of bases. I talked about one of my goals is to attain 200,000 plus subscribers. What are some steps I'm going to do? A measurable step that I'm going to do is I'm going to publish a minimum of 42 new videos per month. That's going to be a combination of shorts, live streams, uploads, and that's going to have a direct impact on linking my channel into the algorithm, and that's going to also tie into, directly link into meeting that goal of 200,000 plus subscribers. And whenever you have a goal on the far right of your business plan, you got to write down a target date. And I got a target date by the end of February 2024 to have that goal completed. And when the goal is completed, I will actually go into that business plan and write down the actual completion date of that business plan. So that's just an example of a goal I have on my business plan. Another goal I put on my business plan is to increase the sales of my book, Await Financial Freedom. So these goals ain't all about just YouTube. These goals more in relation to my company and my book, to increase the sales of my book, Await Financial Freedom, in all formats. Because my book actually, the audio version became available the latter part of last year. So to increase the sales of my book, Await Financial Freedom, in all formats, by each month, each quarter, each year, ongoing. And one of the things I'm gonna do, that what I must do that ties into that goal, which I'm really already doing, is to pay for my YouTube promotional videos for my video trailer. And I already showed you all that's what I'm doing. And that does have a direct impact on exposing my video for my book to the masses, to the rural, in which has a direct impact on driving sales. My publishing company sent me my quarterly sales revenue, and I'm seeing those numbers rise and rise and rise and rise and rise. And the target date, that's ongoing. That's ongoing in terms of to build my wealth. But I just wanted to show the viewer how I don't just have YouTube goals. I have goals on my strategic business plan in all aspects of my business, and I've known to do this for 20-something years. So you have got to have, but I'm gonna say this again, if you do not have a business plan on place that you're looking at, you're touching, you're updating, you're revising, this is a living, breathing document. This is how I can measure my progress for my goal. If you do not have this, you are setting yourself up for failure. My strategic business plan is 21 pages long. And I literally just updated this before this live stream. I also got another goal on here that I put on here. A revised goal is to have a cutoff of 5 paid customers for my primary service, professional coaching. That's a goal. That I only want a cutoff of 5 because my game plan is to maintain a balance. So what I must do is I was only enter into a contractual agreement with 5 paying customers, and I can measure that by those contracts. Once I reach 5, I put whoever else on that wait list. I got a wait list now of a 6-month wait list. And the reason why I'm keeping those numbers low is because I want to keep it in the hobby mode. But my point is, that was a revised goal that I put on my business plan, because at one point I had a cutoff of 10. I didn't want that, was too many. So I went in and revised it and brought it down to 5, because my game plan is to keep that primary service under my company, Parents and Associates Resource Center, in hobby mode. So that is literally a goal. And another important goal I have on here, which is a YouTube goal, is to prepare for my brand content tab for my YouTube channel to surface on YouTube. When you hit a certain benchmark, YouTube will surface on my YouTube channel my brand content. We ain't talking about paid advertisement. We're talking about now companies are paying me to sponsor their product, and that's going to have a direct impact on the revenue of my YouTube channel. What I'm going to do to make that happen is to continue to publish a minimum of 42 videos, because I'm telling you, when you are doing all this work behind the scene and you're doing it the correct way, companies will begin to seek you out for sponsorship. Trust me, they're looking at those algorithms too. You know, it's all about the power of affiliation, collaboration, but now we're talking about financial remuneration. But that is a goal that I have on my channel. I have no control on when YouTube is going to surface that brand content on my YouTube channel, but what I'm going to focus on, what I can control, is to make sure I'm doing those 42 uploads, minimum of 42 uploads a month, to continue to push my channel, keep my channel into the algorithm, in which is having a direct impact on ad revenue, subscribers, views, watch hours. Either way it go, I'm going to get paid. But I got to make sure that I'm looking at this. I got to be able to measure this. The business contract holds me accountable to what I say that I am going to do on a monthly basis. I'm looking at this, and this is measurable. I can measure 42 videos a month. That's measurable. When you have an action, an objective on your business plan that link to your goal, it must be measurable. Because if it's not measurable, how are you going to measure your progress? Just like when I put one of my measurable goals, I will only enter 5 customers into a contract. That's measurable. I'm going to know when I got 5 contracts. I already got the 5 contracts. So I know not to accept anymore. That's measurable. So my point is, you got to have a business plan in place for everything that you do. We ain't just talking about YouTube. My company, 20-something years old, been around longer than YouTube. So you got to have this business plan in place. This thing is real. So that's the trajectory path. That is the trajectory path I'm taking that's just my YouTube channel for 2021. That ain't got nothing to do with my company and my book. YouTube is a service that I do under my company, but I still got everything all laid out on my 21-page strategic business plan. So you have to ask yourself, do you have a business plan in place right now with goals on the far left? And I'm gonna break this thing down. And to be savvy, you need to have 3 measurable objectives in the middle of the business plan that link to the goal. And then have a projected due date on the far right. For each goal, need to have about 3 measurable objectives right there with a projected due date on your business plan. This thing is real. If you don't have that, you're setting yourself up for failure. That's my primary service, professional business coaching. Folks who want to hire me to develop their strategic business plan in 4-page sessions. At the end of the 4th session, they walk away with a strategic business plan in Word document specifically for their business. They have 3 goals, and for each goal, we're going to identify 3 measurable objectives for each goal with projected due date spread it out in 4 sessions. When it's all done, you got this Word document in place to hold you accountable to reach your goal. And I'm here to tell you, because if you ain't got that, I meet so many people, and I listen to people because I'm a therapist, and they're talking about they're doing all of this, they're doing this, they got this business going on, a content creator, or selling t-shirts, or cakes, or cookies, or doing hair, got an auto shop, and I'm listening. I'll listen for a good 30 minutes. And then I would deliberately ask, do you have a strategic business plan in place to hold yourself accountable for what you do in your business? And every time I ask that question, they get quiet, and I'm here to tell you. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you, this is the trajectory path of where I'm taking my channel. Another thing is, out of all this may sound like a lot, but it's not. It really isn't, because I could do it with like the back of my hand. I've been doing this for a long time. But the key thing I want to say is, also, whether you're a content creator, you got your own a business or whatever, product or service, maintain a balance. I get up early in the morning, I do a few shorts, and I'm done. Maintain a balance. Enjoy your family. The camera shouldn't be rolling on you. You know, eat right, do your exercise, maintain the balance, maintain your life, and move on with the rest of the day. Deplug. That is another key ingredient in terms of the success of my channel. I make sure I maintain a balance. YouTube is not my life. I incorporate my YouTube tasks into my daily or weekly schedule. Just like there's a certain time when I get done with this lecture, I'm done. So I incorporate that, then I deplug and move on with the rest of my day, my week, my year, my month. You make sure you maintain the balance. The cameras ain't rolling on Marie Holiday 24/7. And also another key thing I always do is to continue to create content. One of the key things to the success of my channel, and this is probably the most important one of the key things to the success of my channel is I create my content for an audience of one versus the masses, guided by the Spirit. I don't care if there's one person in this live stream or nobody in this live stream, because most times when I do a live stream, I have a certain time down, depending on my schedule, or I do go live. There's no set time. I just do it to present that topic and move on. But I create my content for audience of one. It's also a biblical term too, versus the masses, versus all of the viewers out there. A lot of people, a lot of content creators, create their content based on that search engine optimization and what they think the viewers want to listen to. No, I create my content for audience of one that's guided by the Spirit. Simply put, and that has had a direct impact on the growth of my channel, pushing towards 200,000 subscribers, and I'm here to tell you. Also, as I bring it to closure, another key thing to the growth of my channel is I want to acknowledge my business affiliates. It's not just Marie Holiday, it's Paris and Associates. I want to acknowledge my business affiliates, and I've always known to be affiliated with business. Notice I said business affiliates. Number one, Page Publishing Company. They did a phenomenal job in transforming my manuscript into a finished book. I want to acknowledge them. All the money I spent to get my book published was a business write-off. I want to acknowledge Audiobook Network. They did a phenomenal job in transforming my already published work into an audiobook. All of the money I spent to that publishing company was a 100% business write-off. And that's what I mean by those business affiliates. They brought my manuscript to life. I spent 1.5 years writing my manuscript. I went to the world-renowned publishing company, Page Publishing Company, and they accepted my manuscript. So I want to thank them for that, and they did a phenomenal job. I want to also acknowledge and thank Jason Shelton. He did a phenomenal job in developing my business website, Paris and Associates Resource Center. He also does a phenomenal job in maintaining my business website to bring my company to life. Check out my business website. You can see how I got everything tied in together, all my other services and my products and etc. So I want to thank, he did a phenomenal job. I actually did an acknowledgement letter to Jason in terms of the phenomenal job that he did, and to Page Publishing Company. So those are my business affiliates. I also want to acknowledge LC James Associates CPA. They have done a phenomenal job for 15 years in doing my business types, my personal types, and I mean answering types questions throughout the year. This is the business side behind the success of Marie Holiday Paris and Associates and my YouTube channel. I go to the experts, the business people, in terms of what I need to make things happen. I also want to acknowledge CPA Rodriguez and Associates CPA. Actually, they're my new CPA. Because I relocated from North Carolina, now I'm in Florida, so I had to found another CPA, and by the grace of God, I connected with a phenomenal, knowledgeable, certified public accountant. We've met a couple of times. He's already, as we speak, working on my business types, my personal types. I'm discerning his spirit. That's so important in terms of making sure when you're in business. I've always known this: align yourself with a certified public accountant who are going to do your business types, your personal types, answer types questions throughout the year. All of the money that I pay that accountant will be a 100% business write-off. I also want to acknowledge my travel agent, Sloan Patterson. She did a lot of work behind the scenes coordinating my guided tour to Cairo, Egypt in the month of December. You know, once I sell my mobile home that I'm in right now and buy what I really want, when I get all that out of the way, I'm going to be calling her again so she can book my next guided tour. You know, I'm going to align myself with her for the next 18 months of my life, because there's many places she's going to coordinate for me to go see many of the other 7 wonders of the world. So I want to thank her for that. And all of the money I spent as a content creator to take that guided tour will be a 100% business write-off. And also, the most important, and I say this for last, to validate that YouTube is at the end of my towards the end of a service that I added under my company, is Google LLC. You know, is also a business affiliate. I got my 1099 from them for the year 2023 to show all of my revenue. So that is a business affiliate. But make no mistake, all of these other business stakeholders were in place long before YouTube, because my company is over 20 plus years old. YouTube is just a service that I added under my company, Paris and Associates Resource Center. So all of these business affiliates have a direct impact on the success of Marie Holiday Company, my book, my YouTube channel, because I don't know all this. I don't know how to publish a book, or I don't have the software to stay abreast of the types laws and etc. I know nothing about designing a website in any shape, form, or fashion, or maintaining a website. I don't know anything about accounting and keeping up with all of the types laws and etc. I don't know how to coordinate a guided tour to go travel all over the world. These travel agents are the expert in doing what they do. In Google, YouTube, they are the experts in knowing all everything they need to know to run that YouTube platform. So I say that to say, all of these people who I continuously align myself with has a direct impact on the growth of my channel, my book, my company on an ongoing basis. And you have to have the power to understand. Don't try, because a lot of people mess up when they try to do every doggone thing themselves. You can't do it all. You can't try to publish a book and be a CPA and a web page designer and a travel agent and all of that and thinking you're the YouTube expert. These people are the experts at what they do. So understand, as a businessman or a woman, you got to yield to the experts so that can free me up. I pay these people to do all this, or either they pay me. I pay them, or either they pay me, YouTube pay me, but I still have to follow those guidelines. But I pay a truckload of money to all of these business affiliates to do what they do in relation to my business, so that can free me up to focus on my Paris and Associates Resource Center, my 5 customers, so I can focus on my content, or who knows, I may want to write another book. So that free me up to hone in on my craft and to increase my multiple streams of income. Because you got to spend money to make money. You got to spend it to make it. Because pretty soon, then your revenue is going to exceed everything. You gotta spend it to make it. So that freed me up to focus on what I need to focus on. Rather, it's my content. Main thing, keeping a balance. Because if I'm paying all these people to do what they do, then that free me up where I can go enjoy the rest of my day, or my week, or my month. And I'm here to tell you. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is the direction where I'm taking my channel. I have presented everything in an outline in terms of what I do not do as a content creator. I presented all that phenomenal information in terms of what I do. I also talked about the trajectory path on where I'm taking my channel, and I talked about most importantly the business affiliates that I know to align myself with as a businesswoman to ensure the continued growth of my channel, my business, Paris and Associates Resource Center, and continued phenomenal growth on the sales of my book in all formats. So again, I see a lot of folks chiming in. I really do appreciate this. Share this lecture, because again, there's only one way to do this. That's the correct way, and I believe, I can feel it in my spirit, the growth of my channel is going to be limitlessly. As long as I continue to do all this, keep God first, and do everything that I presented in this lecture, the sky is the limit. And I'm here to tell you, it really is. The sky is the limit. There are no shortcuts. If you ain't willing to do the work, if you ain't willing to block out time, and key thing, to develop that business plan first. I'm telling you, once you get the business plan on paper, everything else falls into place, and I'm here to tell you. So I really do appreciate everything. That's all I have. Simplify, simple fidelis, and I'm going to leave you in the care of your own conscience. Have a great day.